What rock do you live under?
They have a variety of ceramic.
We have to modify it.
This thing looking nice.
The perfect spot for this
Silicone flex tape.
I'll give you guys a hint.
Hana Hui A Maui.
Aloha, my ohana. It is your boy back with another aquatic adventure. Now, if you're new to the channel, let me be the first to give you a nice big warm aloha and welcome. On this channel, we talk about everything aquatics. Whether it be freshwater or saltwater, goldfish and koi ponds, local fish store tours, fish rescues, DIY projects, and product reviews in the hobby. Now, I'm pretty excited for this video because as you can tell in the thumbnail, we got a pretty cool DIY project. This is something I wanted to do and I mentioned in previous videos, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is, fairly cheap, pretty reasonable, and it can actually get really cheap depending on what you get. So we need to make a run over to Lowe's, my local hardware store. It's a big box store. It's like Home Depot. If you guys aren't familiar with Lowe's and Home Depot, what rock do you live under? So we're gonna head over to Lowe's and we're gonna grab our items that we need, okay? So I'll see you guys in a second. We're gonna teleport, but it's gonna take me about a 30-minute drive. So see you in a bit.
All right, Ohana, we are here at Lowe's and they have a variety of ceramic and clay pots here. I actually really love this one here. I think this is the one that we're gonna use. And if you see the price, $57.78, not bad. Let's see how many gallons it is. I think it's reading in quarts, 34.4 quarts. So you guys can do the math on that one. 32 liters. It looks like it probably could be about maybe 10 gallons, maybe 7 gallons of water in this pot, but check it out. Looks really cool. And what does it say right there? It is what? Frost resistant. That's good to know. That way it won't freeze in the cold weather. I like it.
All right, so we're back home, and before we actually set up this little mini DIY pond bowl, we have to modify it. Let's go.
So you see the bottom of this clay ceramic pot, it's got holes, right? Obviously you need the holes, you know, when you have soil in here and you pour water in there. So what I'm going to do to seal those holes up is, let me flip this over to the other side. I actually used flex tape. I got this at my local hardware store. I think I got it at Home Depot actually. Anyways, this stuff is super sticky, and what I did was place that tape right over those holes. It also adds a little padding to the bottom too as well. So now when we flip it over, we're gonna fill those holes up full of silicone, and then we're gonna let them dry, and that is going to be watertight. Nothing's gonna leak out of this pot, and we'll be good to go with our little mini pond. Pump these holes full of a generous bead of silicone. This is fish safe, if you guys want to know, okay? So don't trip out. This is the exact same silicone that I use to reseal my aquariums. You don't have to worry about the safety of your fish. We're gonna fill these bad boys up, and that tape is gonna help hold it in place. So I got this piece of cardboard here. We're just gonna flush up, make it nice and smooth thing here. Smooth it out. There we go. Now they're all nice and level. And now we'll let that dry for about 24 hours and we will have a waterproof, sealed, tight, beautiful little mini pond.
So we're in the backyard now, and I have the perfect spot for this little mini DIY pond bowl. Check it out.
Boom! Look at that perfect spot for this beautiful bowl. This piece right here is the end of a wine barrel. My neighbor actually made it. It's actually a little table. I put it right here at the corner of the above ground pond and set this beautiful mini pond bowl on top of it. And I love the way it looks. Now, right over here is the Aquascape mini bowl or mini pond that we decorated. I did a complete video on this setup. This is really cool. I have my Miyuki and Madaka, or Japanese rice fish, in there. They're all doing great. You can see some of them right there. Oh, look at, there is a red right there. And you can see the Miyuki, which is that beautiful metallic blue and white. Anyways, they're all doing great right now. This is the mini pond, and I told you guys to stay tuned because I was gonna do a DIY pond bowl for you guys. So if you guys don't want to spend, I think these are like, man, I want to say like $175, $160. If you didn't want to spend the money on this, I'm going to show you guys how to make a little mini
pond bowl, which that's what we're doing with this. Now inside here, it's all dry, and I did a water test. It is holding water, there's no leaks. But not only that though, I rinsed the inside of the bowl out too as well. So make sure you rinse the inside of the bowl before you actually use it. So let's get to scaping this bad boy. I actually have an idea. I'm gonna put a little bit of substrate in here, and I have just the perfect substrate. Let's go. All right, all the materials that I had with Tiki Falls, we're building and constructing the 4,000 gallon koi pond. I have some gravel. Look at this, is all base gravel here, but I do have some pea gravel right there. We're gonna grab some of that, put it in a bucket, and wash it out thoroughly so it's nice and clean. Also, another thing, as you can see, the tarps are a mess right there. Those tarps were keeping Tiki Falls 4.0, my 4,000 gallon koi pond, dry from the rain. So if the tarps are over there, what's covering the pond? You may be asking yourself, did they just put the pond liner in? Stay tuned for a Tiki Falls update. Whew, stay tuned. And now that we have our substrate washed out right here, I'm gonna put a little base of it right there at the bottom. But before I do, I'm gonna stick this little, I believe this is like a maybe 3 gallon flower pot right here. It's all black. I'm gonna stick it right here in the middle, and I'm gonna put some substrate all the way around it, and I'm gonna put substrate inside it too as well. And you'll see the reason why I am doing this. Kind of center this bowl here and make sure it's level all the way around. That should be enough. I just wanted a little bit here on the base, and then I'm going to fill the rest of this gravel inside this flower pot. Now that we have our substrate in there surrounding the little 2 gallon flower pot, we're going to go ahead and fill this bad boy up with some water and get this thing looking nice. So let's go ahead and speed lapse this bad boy. All right, I wanted to get the water right to the line, so we have it right there. I'm gonna grab a net and I'm gonna scoop out all those little floating particles because I'm just anal like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a net and scoop that out. All right, let's get all this floating stuff out of here. All this remaining stuff that's just kind of annoying me. Little twigs. Looks like some soil, some dirt, whatnot. So we got everything out of there that was floating around and moving. Oh, I love it. This is where I kind of nerd out and get super creative with this stuff. I'm not very good at aquascaping, but I absolutely love it. And maybe this will inspire you to, make a little patio pond bowl for you. DIY style, you can make a little water garden out of it, which that's what we're gonna do, but we're also gonna add fish, so stay tuned. All right, we got some Maintain for Ponds by Aquascape, which will dechlorinate the water. So all we need is a little bit, because this is not even that much. That was actually probably too much, but you can never overdose this, all right? This is a little Maintain for Ponds, a little sprinkle of that in there. Make sure that water is nice and healthy for whatever living, there's a hint for you, living creature that we put in this mini pond. When I go to my local fish stores, I'm always grabbing extra plants. As you can see, you guys probably didn't see, but right here I have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 lucky bamboo. So we're gonna grab these lucky bamboo, and this was my vision. I'm gonna plant these guys like in a circle in the base of this flower pot. Before I plant those lucky bamboo stalks, I'm gonna grab this bag. I have 2 bags full of media, and inside this bag there is a ton, I don't know if you guys can see it at the bottom, lava rock that has a lot of beneficial bacteria on it, and we're gonna put that in the flower pot. That way we can add fish ASAP. But as you can see, I have a lot of these bio balls in here, but at the bottom here I have, I'm gonna pull it up for you, you'll see, different types, different sizes. I have black, you can see the lava rock there. So we're gonna go ahead and grab some of this black, and why not throw some of this red in there too as well. Kind of dirty, but this is a good dirty. And we're just gonna drop it right inside the flower pot there. All right, so I had probably about 4 or 5 handfuls of lava rock
to put in the center here. Oh, got a bio ball floating here. I got to put that back in the bag. All right, so now that we have this little mini pond bowl full of beneficial bacteria, it'll be perfect for fish, and we're able to add fish right away. We don't have to cycle this little mini pond bowl. So let's go ahead and scape this bad boy with this bamboo, and I have some floating plants too as well. All right, just like that, we have it perfect. This is my vision right here. 4 lucky bamboo inside the flower pot, them poking out. You can see the water's actually clearing up a little bit. And then I have some floating plants inside that floating flower pot there that we're gonna add to the mini DIY pond bowl. Look how pretty these are. Now, I'm not sure if this is African frog bits. I forget the name of these little mini pads, but look how pretty. These are actually gonna thrive. There's some duckweed in here too as well, which is gonna help filter the water. And that's the reason why I have these plants in here, because this is gonna be its natural filtration. I'm not gonna add any filtration. I'm not even gonna add an air stone to it, all right? So I definitely wanna add these floating plants though. This is gonna be so cool. This is gonna actually look like a real natural garden bowl. I don't know what to call it. Look how pretty. Look at these beautiful floating plants. This is water lettuce. So this is some little water lettuce that I've had. And I'm gonna clean this up, get some of this floating trash out of there, but let's add some more. There's just a couple more pieces. All right, my Ohana, here it is. My mini pond bowl, DIY style. So like you saw in the video, we paid about $60 with tax. This was the most expensive part. Now you don't have to get, this 8-gallon, pot. You can get something smaller that looks nice. They have different sizes in this style. But I just wanted to show you guys and maybe inspire you. Now you guys are probably wondering what we're gonna put in here, huh? Check it out. I love it, I love it. Let's actually go around this way. I have this mini DIY pond here, and then we have the one over there with the waterfall. So, pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think is the best one. This DIY style or that one? Some of you guys are probably wondering, what type of fish is he going to stick in that little mini DIY pond bowl? And then some of you guys that know my channel probably have a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna stick in that bowl, right? This fish, small, it's a nano fish. It could be in the cold weather, so you don't need a heater for it. Very low maintenance. You gotta do water changes on the bowl, but you don't need a filter for this fish. And it can be outside too as well. So those of you that do know my channel probably know what it is. I'll give you guys a hint, okay? It rhymes with chadaka, okay? So if you guys can figure it out, that's your hint, okay? I wanted to show you guys my vision and maybe inspire you guys on creating your own little mini DIY pond bowl. Anyways, stay tuned for that next video because it's gonna be a banger. We are gonna load that bad boy with some beautiful fish, and I will see you guys soon. Enjoy your day, Ohana. Thank you for all the love and support. Much love. And aloha.
Hana Hui A Maui.